Shalom, I'm Dr. Yasapa. Excuse me. I'm Dr. Yasapa from Zion Law School, and I want to introduce everybody to the Index of Ibaryath Verbal Roots. This is a new book that I'm working on, and it will have every Ibaryath verbal root in the Hebrew scriptures. It'll have every last one of them, And for those of you who are or who have been scholars at Zion Law School, you'll know exactly what you're looking at. These are verbal roots, and this would be the meanings, okay? The meanings as they are supposed to appear with verbal roots. So these are 3 pictograph verbal roots. So here's a little bit about verbal roots, okay? This is the A pictograph, okay? And those of you who've been in the course, I will just review briefly. This is position 1 on the far right. This is the pictograph occupying position 1. This would be A. In the middle, this is the pictograph occupying position 2, so position 2. So A is position 1, Ba is position 2, and then at the far right, sorry, at the far left, we have Da, right? So this is position 3. So position 1, position 2, position 3. As simple as that sounds, that is very, very, very important information that I just gave you. And you should remember that. Don't take it for granted because it's so simple. Okay. So the index of Ibaryath, so we can say Ibaryath or Ibaryath of verbal roots. Now remember, in this writing system, let's backtrack. So there is language. Our ancestors spoke Ibaryath, you can say Ibaryatha. Then there is the writing system. Okay, so you can say, some people say the Phoenician writing system, or you can say the Phoenician Hebrew writing system. Okay, there's a difference. Okay, there's a writing system, and then there's language. So what we're looking at right here, these are pictographs in the Paleo Hebrew script. So Abadah, and the meaning here is parish. The meaning here is parish. Now, when we deal with words, we know words are something different than roots, right? Words are different from roots. Roots are building blocks, the building blocks of words, okay? Very key information there. Roots are building blocks of words. So what are we looking at? We're looking at the building blocks of words, okay? And what I'm going to do, I hope to do, I'm trying to be consistent getting this YouTube channel going. I hope to do, to present one Ibaryath verbal root, maybe every day or maybe every other day. You can see it's very brief. I may add more to it, I may not. But for those of you who want to come to class, I teach the Curses course every Saturday at 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, every Saturday at 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. And if there's demand, I'll teach another class. If people start calling or emailing me, wanting a class that's on a different day than Saturday, or if anybody, if we get, let's say 25 people minimum who want to do the 911 Ibaryath Rescue, the free live online Ancient Phoenician Paleo Hebrew course, if we could, let's see, minimum 25 people who register, let me rephrase that, who attend the course, who show up for the course on the first day. If it's at least 25 people, then I'll teach the class. For that class, all you have to do is buy the book, and it's free. So just send me an email or leave a comment if you're interested. But remember, it's not the number of people who show interest, it's the number of people who come to class on the first day. If it's 25 people, then I'll teach the class, okay? And if you come to class on the first day, you'll get to vote on the class schedule. If you don't come to class on the first day, then you have to accept whatever the schedule might be. But for that free live online Ancient Phoenician Paleo Hebrew course, all you have to do is buy the book, the 911 Ibaryath Rescue book. I recommend you get the international edition because it's less expensive. It's the same as the other book. The only difference is that the international version is black and white, and the other version is color. So if you get the international version, you'll save yourself about $10, okay? So I just want to let everybody know that this book will be available in about maybe 2 weeks at the most. At the most 1 month, but I'm thinking 2 weeks. So it'll have every Ibaryath verbal root. Now, this is the language that our ancestors spoke. And remember, Phoenician Hebrew, this is the Paleo Hebrew script, so you could say the Phoenician Hebrew writing system. Sometimes people are sticklers about the terminology. So now you know, I just told you, pictographs can be ancient, paleo, or late. Okay, the Phoenician Hebrew scripts are ancient, paleo, and late. Okay, ancient, paleo, and late script. The writing system. So we talk about writing, there are what? There are rules governing writing, right? So there are rules governing writing. So the rules that govern writing, broadly speaking, is grammar, right? So grammar is the rules that govern writing. In other words, how words relate to each other and where words go in a sentence in relation to each other and the function of the words. So I hope I'm clarifying some of the terminology and mechanics, okay? So by the way, a root would be the equivalent of an etymon. So a root is the equivalent of an etymon, okay? The etymon. All right, so I'm going to end this video. I just wanted to introduce this book. If you want to get a copy of it, leave a comment in the description box or go to zionlawschool.org, register for the newsletter. I think you can subscribe to the channel. I don't remember. But either way, make a note that you want to get this copy of that. This is very unique because we do not have this. The House of Yasharallah, the Hebrew Israelites, we do not have a product like this. This is the first one of its kind that I'm aware of. I don't know of any camp or any publisher or any Yasharallah who has produced an index of Ibaryath verbal roots. Maybe there is, but I've never seen it, and I've never heard of anybody who has it. So this is a first, this is rare, and it's unique. This will help you tremendously with your study of the scriptures, right? Even with the New Testament, because this gives you the Hebraic meaning of the words, okay? So you can use this even with your study of the New Testament, but of course you can use this with the quote unquote Old Testament. There are literally hundreds of root words that are in here with these nice gloss meanings. Okay, this is very convenient. Okay, very convenient. Those of you who are in the those of you who are scholars or past scholars, you'll probably remember. At least I hope you remember the concepts associated with the meanings of roots and the words that are made from them. So words are derived from roots, right? Words are derived from roots, and words have a similar meaning as the root that they derive from. Okay, so this is a very special tool right here. Very special. It's the first of its kind, like I said before, so it's rare, it's unique, it's extremely useful, and everybody should have this in their library. Every child, every adult should have their personal copy. They should have, actually every child should have his or her own library, okay? The mother should have, or the mother and father, they should have their own library. Everybody should have their own library, okay? So this would make a wonderful gift for any occasion. If you are a teacher, this would be a resource that is incredibly useful to you. I mean, you have to absolutely have this if you are a teacher, or if you are a pastor, or if you are a general in a camp, or a captain in a camp, or if you're an officer, anybody who's serious about understanding the Hebrew scriptures, this is an absolute must, an absolute must to have. So with that said, I'm Dr. Yasapa. Reach out to me if you want to know more about this publication, and I will respond and expect for it to be available in about 2 to 4 weeks. Shalawama, I'm Dr. Yasapa. I hope to see you Saturday at 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time at the Curses course, where we do a word-for-word breakdown of every Ibaryath word in Deuteronomy chapter 28. Right now we're on verse 15. We cover the grammar, we cover the etymology, and so much more. It's exciting because you're going to meet people. You will present, you will ask questions, you will be asked questions. It's fully interactive and it's a lot of fun, but it's challenging and you're going to learn a lot. I'm Dr. Yasapa. Shalawama. ZionLawSchool.org.